Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that's crucial for our senior viewers and their loved ones, and honestly, this applies to all of you, no matter your age. We're talking about brain health, specifically how to protect it as we age. Now, you know I'm all about practical, evidence-based advice, and what we're going to discuss today is something you might not expect. You might be surprised to learn that some foods considered healthy could actually be harmful to brain health, especially for seniors. We're going to break down 5 of these seemingly innocent culprits and explain why they might not be your brain's best friend. Stick around, because what you're about to learn could make a huge difference in your cognitive health and the well-being of your loved ones. Let's jump right in. Alright, let's talk about whole grains. These tiny powerhouses have been a staple in diets around the world for centuries. Now I know what you're thinking. Whole grains are good for you, Doc. They're the epitome of healthy eating, right? They're packed with fiber and nutrients. Indeed, whole grains are often lauded for their high fiber content, essential vitamins and minerals. And you're not wrong. For many people, especially younger individuals, whole grains are a healthy part of a balanced diet. They can help with digestion and provide sustained energy. But here's where things get tricky. Especially as we age, our bodies start to react differently to certain foods. You see, whole grains contain something called lectins. These are proteins that plants produce as a defense mechanism. Lectins are proteins that can interfere with nutrient absorption in the gut. They can bind to the lining of the digestive tract, potentially causing irritation. In younger individuals with a robust digestive system, this isn't usually a major concern. Their bodies can handle these proteins more efficiently. However, as we get older, our digestive systems naturally become a bit more sensitive. This can make it harder to process certain foods. This increased sensitivity means that lectins found in whole grains can sometimes lead to inflammation in the gut, causing discomfort and other issues. And believe it or not, this inflammation doesn't just stay in your gut. It can spread and affect other parts of your body. Research suggests that chronic inflammation, even low-grade inflammation, can contribute to a whole host of health problems, including cognitive decline and even Alzheimer's disease. This makes it crucial to monitor our diet as we age. Now, I'm not saying you need to completely eliminate whole grains from your diet. They still have their benefits, but it's important to be mindful of your intake, especially if you're experiencing any digestive issues or have concerns about cognitive health. Pay attention to how your body reacts. So, what can you do? Moderation is key. Balance is essential in maintaining a healthy diet. Instead of large portions of whole grains at every meal, try incorporating smaller amounts and see how your body reacts. Listen to your body's signals. You can also explore alternative grains like quinoa or millet, which are naturally gluten-free and easier to digest. These can be great substitutes. Remember, everyone's body is different. What works for one person may not work for another. It's a personal journey. What works for one person may not work for another. It's all about finding what makes you feel your best, both physically and mentally. It's all about finding what makes you feel your best, both physically and mentally. Your well-being is the ultimate goal. If you're unsure about the right approach for you, don't hesitate to reach out to a healthcare professional or a registered dietitian for personalized guidance. They can help tailor a plan that's right for you. Let's move on to another common culprit lurking in many so-called healthy foods: artificial sweeteners. These are often marketed as a healthier alternative to sugar, but are they really? We all know that too much sugar is bad for us, right? It's linked to weight gain, diabetes, and a whole host of other health problems. The dangers of sugar are well documented and widely accepted, so it's only natural to reach for those sugar-free alternatives, especially if you're trying to be health conscious. After all, they promise the sweetness without the calories or the sugar crash. But here's the catch: artificial sweeteners may seem like a good idea, but they can actually wreak havoc on your brain, especially as you age. The impact on cognitive health is a growing concern. These chemical concoctions, often found in diet sodas, sugar-free desserts, and even some yogurts, might trick your taste buds into thinking you're consuming sugar, but they don't fool your brain. Your brain knows the difference. Studies have shown that regular consumption of artificial sweeteners can interfere with cognitive function, memory, and even increase the risk of stroke. The long-term effects are still being studied, but the early findings are alarming. Some researchers believe that these sweeteners disrupt the delicate balance of gut bacteria, which, as we discussed earlier, can have a ripple effect throughout the body, including the brain. This gut-brain connection is crucial for overall health. So what's the solution? How can we satisfy our sweet cravings without compromising our health? The best way to satisfy your sweet tooth without harming your brain is to opt for natural sweeteners in moderation. These options are not only safer but also come with additional nutrients. Think fruits, honey, or maple syrup. These natural alternatives can provide the sweetness you crave without the negative side effects. But remember, even natural sweeteners should be consumed in moderation. Too much of anything can be harmful, so balance is key. The key takeaway here is to be mindful of what you're putting into your body. Awareness and informed choices can make a significant difference in your health. Just because something is labeled as sugar-free or diet doesn't automatically make it healthy. Always read the labels and understand what you're consuming. In fact, it could be doing more harm than good, especially for your precious brain. So, choose wisely and prioritize your long-term health. Chapter 3: Processed Soy, the Not-So-Superfood. Okay, let's talk about soy, or more specifically, processed soy products. These items have become a staple in many diets, but there's more to the story than meets the eye. Now, soy in its natural form, like edamame or tempeh, can be a nutritious part of a healthy diet. These whole soy foods are packed with protein, fiber, and essential nutrients. But the processed soy products that have become increasingly popular, like soy milk, soy protein isolates, and soy-based meat alternatives, well, those are a different story. These products often undergo extensive processing, which can strip away many of the natural benefits of soy.
You see, processed soy often contains high levels of something called phytoestrogens. These compounds are naturally occurring in plants, but can have significant effects on our bodies. Phytoestrogens are plant compounds that can mimic the effects of estrogen in the body. This can be particularly concerning for individuals with hormone-sensitive conditions. Now, in moderation, phytoestrogens might offer some health benefits. They have been linked to reduced risks of certain cancers and improved heart health. However, excessive consumption, especially in processed forms, has been linked to hormonal imbalances and even an increased risk of certain types of cancer. This is why it's crucial to be mindful of how much processed soy you include in your diet.
But what about our brains? This is an area of growing concern and research. Well, research suggests that high intakes of processed soy, particularly in older adults, may be associated with cognitive decline and an increased risk of dementia. This is particularly alarming given the aging population. One study published in the journal Dementia and Geriatric Cognitive Disorders found that individuals who consumed 2 or more servings of tofu per week had a significantly faster rate of cognitive decline compared to those who ate less tofu. This highlights the importance of dietary choices on long-term brain health.
Now it's important to note that more research is needed to fully understand the link between processed soy and brain health. The current findings are just the beginning. However, the existing evidence suggests that it's best to err on the side of caution, especially as we age. Being proactive about our health can make a significant difference. So what can you do? Making informed choices is key. If you enjoy soy products, stick to natural, minimally processed options like edamame, tempeh, or organic tofu in moderation. These options retain more of the beneficial nutrients and are less likely to cause adverse effects. And as always, focus on a balanced diet rich in whole, unprocessed foods to support optimal brain health. This approach not only benefits your brain, but your overall well-being.
Chapter 4: Low-Fat Dairy, a Misleading Health Halo? Let's debunk another common health myth, shall we? For years we've been told that low-fat dairy is the healthier choice. But recent research suggests that this might not be the whole truth, especially when it comes to brain health.
You see, full-fat dairy products like whole milk, yogurt, and cheese contain a type of fat called phospholipids. Phospholipids are essential building blocks for brain cells and play a crucial role in maintaining cognitive function. When we opt for low-fat dairy, we're essentially stripping away these beneficial fats. While reducing saturated fat intake is generally a good idea, completely eliminating these healthy fats from our diet might actually do more harm than good, especially for our brains.
Studies have shown that individuals who consume higher amounts of full-fat dairy tend to have better cognitive function and a lower risk of age-related cognitive decline compared to those who consume mostly low-fat or fat-free dairy. So, what's the takeaway? Don't be afraid of full-fat dairy. Incorporate moderate amounts of whole milk, yogurt, and cheese into your diet. These foods provide valuable nutrients and healthy fats that can support brain health as you age. Remember, it's all about balance and choosing nutrient-dense foods that nourish your body and mind. Chapter 5. Fruit Juice Sugar in Disguise. Last but not least, let's talk about fruit juice. Now I know what you're thinking. Fruit is good for you, so fruit juice must be healthy too, right? Well, not so fast. While whole fruits are undoubtedly nutritious, packed with vitamins, minerals, and fiber, fruit juice is a different story.
You see, when fruit is juiced, the fiber is removed, leaving behind a concentrated source of sugar. And as we've discussed, too much sugar, even natural sugar, can be detrimental to brain health. Think about it this way. Would you eat 4 oranges in one sitting? Probably not. But that's roughly the amount of sugar you're consuming in a single glass of orange juice. This rapid influx of sugar can spike your blood sugar levels, leading to energy crashes, mood swings, and, over time, insulin resistance, which has been linked to an increased risk of cognitive decline and Alzheimer's disease.
So what's the bottom line? Enjoy whole fruits in all their fibrous glory, but limit your intake of fruit juice. If you do choose to drink juice, opt for small portions, and dilute it with water to reduce the sugar concentration. Remember, staying hydrated is crucial for overall health, including brain health, so make water your go-to beverage. That's it for today's video. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends and family. Remember, knowledge is power, and when it comes to our health, especially brain health, staying informed is crucial. We've covered a lot of ground today, and I know it can feel overwhelming at times, but I want you to walk away from this video feeling empowered, not defeated. You have the power to make healthier choices every single day, and those choices can have a profound impact on your brain health both now and in the years to come. Stay informed and stay healthy. See you in the next video. Take care.